So in my role as a Rightwise leader, I find a lot of people surprised that they need to reference other people when they're writing their work because they think, oh, this information is freely available to me, why can't I just use it, right? And it's not them saying this is my information, it's just them not realizing that an acknowledgement of sorts needs to be made.
They lead the assignment to the last day of the due date, and they may copy online and forget about paraphrase it because it takes time and efforts.
Some people may not take it very seriously, especially at that time of stress during completing the assignment and stuff like that.
Could be the lack of time, could be the lack of confidence that they have in themselves, could be the work commitments that they go through eventually in their life.
Our primary school and high school education system really does not prepare people in understanding what academic integrity is.
School briefly went over it, just plagiarism, but not in depth as university. School didn't go to these extremes of how serious it is.
I think because we're lazy and we want to always take not always, but sometimes take the easy path out.
Majorly, they could be because of lack of time, motivation, maybe because they don't like the subject as well and they want to get the marks, maybe it's also pressure from home.
Or that there's something going on with their personal life, or that they just kind of got used to that situation where that once they cheat, it's kind of easy because they're not doing their own work and it's just kind of a habit in a sense. So students start cheating because it's difficult for them, and to understand it quicker, it's to cheat and get marks, pretty much.
Everyone goes through stress of assignments, whether it's a week before, like a couple of days before you submit. The stress is insane. So everyone understands it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to do the shortcut way, but academic integrity kind of really stresses on not to do that.
Their friends could be doing it, or past peers have done it, and that it's kind of just coded in their heads that, hey, look, it's okay if I cheat because these guys have done it, and it's not wrong because, again, these guys have done it and they haven't been caught.
There's so many articles on the internet where you can word and it could be very similar, but obviously not the same.
I think people may not understand the content. They might be trying too hard to argue a point, and then they might throw in a few quotes in there and forget to reference.
Students don't go out of their way to be like, oh, I'm going to copy this and say it's mine. They go out of their way to copy this and then say, I've answered the question. And they don't understand that there needs to be a level of acknowledgement that needs to be made. I think that's the biggest issue.